At first, this lady, whether because she had determined from that time to submit to no authority that might interfere with her, or because she entertained a strong antipathy to the emperor on personal grounds, or because she took no interest in the matter, and from this very fact acquired an irresistible influence over a young girl craving to be loved, did not appear at the outset to have any desire for domination. She had been Mademoiselle Guilleneuve, the daughter of a senator, and bore a name of great distinction after her marriage, that of Marshal of the Empire, the most faithful of the Emperor's companions, the best soldier, and the only marshal hitherto slain on the field of battle. But in spite of this, she had neither the education nor the good manners, still as a character for such a post. She was pretty, and she knew it, but she was amiable only towards her friends. They received all her favors, and were only 2 or 3 in number. Corvisart, the physician, and an equerry, Monsieur de Saint-Aignan. None were women. She liked to withdraw with her children to live a solitary life in her chateau at Maison, in her house in the Rue d'Enfer, or even in a more distant estate inherited from her parents. She had a mania for bibelots of every kind, porcelain, bronzes, jewels, fans. She collected everything, coveted everything, and acquired it. After her death, the sale of her effects continued for weeks at her house. It should have been Madame de Montebello's duty to whisper suggestions in the Empress's ear as to words, phrases, graces, social hints, and all those considerations which Josephine had so tactfully employed towards everyone. But Marie Louise cared little for these things, and Madame de Montebello even less. She disdained and despised all who were not of her own set. She hated the Emperor, who had not made her a princess like Madame d'Avoux or Madame de Sénat. Not that the title would have rendered her more assiduous in her duties or more concerned with the mysteries of etiquette. She had no memory, nor did she trouble to cultivate one. So much the worse if she blundered over names. If they aspired to be illustrious, what did that matter to the Empress? Marie Louise was shy and haughty, but seeing she was encouraged in this at every turn, how should she be otherwise? Madame de Lucé, who was mistress of the robes, might have acquired some influence had Marie Louise been a coquette and shown a little taste in the manner of adorning herself instead of restricting the choice of her gowns to definite colors in consequence of being constantly dominated by the idea of keeping within her allowance. But Madame de Lucé was bound hand and foot by etiquette. In the first place, she was preoccupied with the frequent illness of her gouty husband, also with her daughter and son-in-law Ségur, besides which she was overawed by the Emperor, who was for her the embodiment of wisdom. She was of no account, and the ladies of the palace even less so. Whether they were Josephine's former ladies or were nominated in consequence of being near in age to the new Empress, they did not appear, and when etiquette required their presence, they behaved like a dumb show, seeming barely to exist. Some of them, coquettes desirous of playing a part, might win a glance from the Emperor, which was lucrative. That was all. She was, and she would be, just Madame de Montebello, nothing more. From the first day of the arrival of the Prince Vice Constable at Vienna, all passed off as was intended, including the visits, the presentations, the receptions of fauteuils, the speeches, the gestures, the amazing cortege which accompanied Berthier to the Burg as he issued from the Schwarzenberg Palace outside the Corinthian Gate, whither the Grand Marshal of the court had proceeded with great pomp to fetch him. Owing to rigorous discipline, this most sumptuous and magnificent pageant moved by word of command with the silence of a regiment, for every gesture had been regulated with mechanical precision.